Hi, I'm Reverend Jake Zabe, and welcome to Children's Bible Stories. Hello and welcome back to Children's Apocryphal Stories. This is where we tell stories that aren't found in the Holy Scriptures. Now, this story is going to be the story of Thomas in India. Now, the story of Thomas going to India first actually begins 900 years earlier with King Solomon. So King Solomon had built a port city on the Red Sea at the city of Ezion-Geber. And he had gotten ships of Tarshish, which were ships from Spain, which he had to bring across the Mediterranean Sea, and then take them out of the sea, probably at Joppa, take them across land down to Ezion-Geber, and put them back into the Red Sea, so he could sail them off to the land of Ophir, which is the land of India. And every 3 years, his merchants would come back, and they'd bring with them gold and silver and ivory, and also apes and peacocks from India. And according to the church tradition, some of the traders decided to stay in India and live there and establish little Jewish communities. And this then, children, is where we come now to the story of Saint Thomas. Now, according to the church father, Saint Eusebius of Caesarea, after the apostles had left the city of Jerusalem, Saint Thomas and Saint Bartholomew, also known as Saint Nathaniel, they were commissioned to go off to the lands of Parthia, that is the lands of Persia, today known as Iran, and also as far as the land of India. And according to tradition, Thomas and Bartholomew both went off as far as India. In the Middle Ages, John Foxe wrote his Christian Book of the Martyrs of the World, and he records that Thomas had gone and preached to the Parthians, the Medes, the Persians, the Carminians, the Hyrcanians, the Bactrians, and the Magians, and he preached as far as the land of India. Foxe also records that Bartholomew also went and preached in the land of India and even translated the Gospel of Matthew into the native tongue. Now, the stories of Bartholomew and Thomas then seem to part ways, as Bartholomew is not mentioned in Thomas's stories in India, nor is Thomas mentioned in Bartholomew's story in India. So they both went through the land of Parthia and Persia. When they got to India, they kind of went their own way. So Bartholomew went and preached the gospel to some Indians and even translated the Gospel of Matthew into the native tongue. And then it appears that he left India and went off to Armenia, where he was martyred and beheaded. Now, according to church tradition, Thomas came and landed in Muziris. And I apologize if I don't pronounce any of these cities correctly. Indian is not my native tongue. And Thomas came to this area where he ran into some Jewish descendants who claim to have been there since the days of King Solomon. And Thomas preached to them the good news that the Messiah had come, and he baptized many of them, and according to tradition, he established 7 churches in the south of India. And later, Thomas would go to the area of Mylapore near Madras in the Tamil Nadu region, and in AD 72, he was martyred by some Indians who speared him to death. And that, children, is the story of St. Thomas in India. I've been your host, Reverend Jake Zabel. Goodbye, and God bless.